see it. All right, Donna, we're ready.
Okay. Hello and welcome to our second parent information session. We will be sharing this on the website, Facebook page if you would like to watch it later. While we are presenting, you will not be able to click on the links, but we will post it on the website and Facebook page. You will then be able to click on the links provided and look them over.
All right, and then if you guys have any questions that you would like us to answer by the end of this, please type them in the chat area so we can do that.
We will be going over a number of topics today: requirements for distance learning, students' expectations, parents and guardian expectations, attendance, contact information, resources, general questions and answers, supporting students at home, effective learning environment, and food service.
All right, and for distance learning, the purpose of it is to deliver the best education possible for our students during the COVID-19 time. We want to remind you guys that we're in this together and we're here to support our students as well as our families. The teachers are going to be using Google Meet and Seesaw to deliver whole and small group lessons. Weekly schedules we posted, and we do have a help desk that's available every day as well.
Student expectations. Attending the Google Meets daily, attendance will be taken at that time. Students are expected to log in within the first 10 minutes of class, completing schoolwork in a timely manner, and then keeping the times from 8:10 to 2:20 available for school. If a student needs assistance, they should reach out to our support. They can call the Ogama Elementary at 218-473-6174 or the Waubun Elementary and the Waubun Secondary at 218-473-6173 to talk to a support staff, administration, or be transferred to the teacher. You may also email your teacher.
Oops, sorry. All right, so here's the learning model that we have. Elementary students should expect to work for 1 to 2 hours a day. They should have a Google Meet for math and reading every day, and then a guided reading session 1 to 2 times a week, depending on their teacher. For our secondary students, 7 through 12, it's a lot like their hybrid schedules. They'll have synchronous days with a live lesson and asynchronous days where their assignments are to be completed on their own. Some teachers, however, will have a live meet with all their students every day. It just depends on the teacher for that. Yeah, and they'll be expected to have about 25 minutes per class every day that they'll be working.
Parent and guardian expectations. Encouraged to help students prioritize their time. They're to encourage students to meet expectations, encouraged to communicate concerns to teachers, support staff, and administration. Parents can utilize the intervention team, and parents can utilize the helpline for additional help and services if they or their students are struggling.
All right, and attendance will be taken every day. Students are expected to log into their Google Meets and do schoolwork every day. This, like I said, involves asynchronous work that will be completed on their own and synchronous stuff that their teachers are directing. Attendance will be monitored through class meetings, the Google Meets, phone calls, emails, texts, completing work on Google Meet or Seesaw, or completing like paper assignments or work packets that are sent home. Yeah, and attendance, of course, is very important. And if they don't have a communication with their teacher that day, they're going to be counted as absent.
Synergy is a great way to track attendance and grades. Your username and password was sent out a couple weeks ago, but if you can't find it, it can be, you can contact either the Waubun office or the Ogama office. You can access through the school website, or once this is posted, it's right there on the Synergy Parents login. You can click right there and it'll take you right to the login site.
All right, and if you need to contact the school for any reason, you'll be able to click on these links when we post it on the website. You'll be able to call or email the teachers. You can call the Ogama school at the 6174 number or the Waubun school at the 6173. We also will have the help desk available every day from 8:10 to 6 o'clock. That way, if you're a working parent, once you get off work, you can call if you guys need some help. And your teachers are going to be your first line of contact, so you can, they'll be the best resource you have to answer questions.
Here are a couple of excellent videos explaining to parents and students how to access the various components of distance learning. You could click on the Seesaw, the Google Classroom, and then how to take a photo with your Chromebook. There's also a guide on how to use the Chromebook. And then there's also the helpline at the bottom that you could call if you're having any technical or any support questions that you have. Please utilize these resources as they were created for you.
All right, and if you guys have any questions so far, we'll take a little pause here and you can type those into the chat. And I'm going to take this time to tell you guys to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we'll be here periodically to give you guys some tips and see how everyone's doing. Yeah. And then the hours of the helpline, 8:10 to 6 o'clock. All right. We're good? Okay. All right, no questions so far, so we will move on. All right, so our students thrive on a routine and a schedule. Without one, they can get off track, unmotivated, they get bored, and then they might have a hard time getting back into doing their school stuff. So it's best to stick to a schedule. You can be flexible, but in the long run, it'll help to have a schedule and stick to it as best you can. You'll want to create a schedule for each student you have. That includes their Google Meet times and some scheduled time to do their independent work. Creating a schedule for all your students can help you find if you have more than one student who's to be on a Google Meet at one time, and that way you can plan to have them in a separate room so they can hear what they need to do and be participating without any background noise.
Supporting your virtual learner. These tips are good for all parents, but especially important for working parents. Planning ahead is very key. Reviewing the daily schedule with your child, posting the schedule, and doing a list of what needs to be checked off that day. Helping her and him set out material needed for the day. Practice how to log into the Google Classroom and the live classes. And then for those younger learners, you really want to make sure they got their bathroom breaks. Checking in, if possible, keep an eye on them during the live lessons and independent study time, talking about times when you can check in and be available for questions that they may have, and maybe have a finish bin so you keep all that material together. Depending on the ages of your child and the content and their motivation/ability to work independently, you got to gauge that for yourself and for your child, or for each child.
All right, and next we're going to talk about setting up a learning space. This is to have a designated space for your child to learn in. That way they have everything they need in one place. I know a lot of teachers send home supplies, scissors, papers, pencils, everything they need. And if you guys end up needing more of that, you can give us a call and we'll get those supplies to you. Donna has a little more on setting up a space.
So these are just some different ideas about learning spaces that maybe could work in your home. Obviously, it's going to look different in every home depending on how many students you have and where the best place for that student to hear and focus is. And like Jen talked about, if you have multiple students at home, it might help to keep each student or have each student have their designated area, and then just really making sure that you have that schedule for those Google Meets so that they're able to focus and participate as needed.
All right. And then also I was going to say, so like my kids, I have 3 at home that are learning all the time, and sometimes their meets are overlapping. So I have one in the living room, one in our dining room, and then one sitting at her desk in her bedroom. That's really worked for them. It's just a suggestion if you have more than one kid who's, working from home. So also, we want to minimize distractions and disruptions during learning time, especially with the Google Meets. That means other adults, children in the room can be really distracting. Having the TV on in the background, if your kid's trying to talk on the Google Meet, their teacher might not be able to hear what they're saying because the TV in the background is kind of loud. Have conversations in another room, use the headphones when they're online so they can hear. Keeping their learning space clear of toys or other distractions, and food and snacks off camera too. I know the teachers request that of their students. So.
And then the USDA has changed the meal plan for the rest of the year, so meals are free for all families. So you really want to utilize the meals when your kids are at home and maybe you're working and you don't. This is a great way for you not have to worry about them cooking or doing anything like that. So there's breakfast and lunch deliveries, and there's various of drop-off areas, and this could change depending on family sign-up and participation. There's right on the bottom, you can click on the link for the food service delivery sign-up, and then if you haven't yet, please fill out the food service application for free and reduced lunches. Even though all lunches are free this year, it still helps our school.
All right, and that is all we have for you guys. Thanks for logging on. We'll stick around for another minute or two to answer any questions that pop up. Last time we missed one, so we're going to hang out for a minute. I just want to, let you guys know that we're here for you if you need us. Don't hesitate to call when any little problems come up. That's what we're here for. That help desk number isn't on here, but it is 473-6196. And that, like I said, is open till 6 o'clock every day. So if you're getting home from work and see that your kids haven't gotten what they're supposed to get done, you can call and then, we'll be able to help. Do you have a sign up? Okay, Don DeGro asked if we have to sign up every week for meals. No, you just have to sign up the one time, and then you say where you're going to pick up, and that's all it is. So in Waubun, we pick up on Mondays, and I believe Ogama School is the same way. And then the other ones are throughout the week. So, and you just have to do it one time, and it'll be there for you the next time. All right, and I don't see any other questions coming. All right. Donna, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No.
No? Okay. We are good then. Thank you guys for logging on. We appreciate it.
Have a good night.